There are those who would like us to believe that the United States of America is a, quote, Christian nation, unquote. However, if this were true, then no one born within this nation would have any trouble whatsoever deciding upon a religion to believe or not to believe in. And this because everyone born within the borders of this nation would automatically be born a Christian. And of course, as we all know, this is not the case. In fact, the United States of America was founded, to a great part, on a notion we call religious freedom. Hence, the First Amendment to the Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, etc., etc. Still, there are those like Congressman Randy Forbes, or the Reverend Pat Robertson, or even good old Chuck Norris, who will overturn any and every stone, every pebble, and even the tiniest grain of sand, to try to come up with proof that this great nation of ours was founded on Christian, or harder to believe yet, from a historical standpoint, Judeo-Christian principles, and upon biblical law and precepts, and upon the belief that Jesus of Nazareth is Lord and Savior and was even the co-creator of our infinite and most mysterious universe, which, by the way, many of these same people believe to be only 6,000 and some odd years old. And so where is the evidence, or so-called proof, that we are, as these people love to claim, a, quote, Christian nation, unquote? Is it within the hallowed pages of our Constitution? The First Amendment notwithstanding, the Constitution mentions religion only once. No religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. Article 6, Section 3. George Washington, the very father of our country, as well as, of course, our first president, never referred to Jesus Christ in his writings, never publicly professed any belief in Jesus Christ, and refused to take communion. Washington wrote Lafayette in 1787, saying, "Being no bigot myself, I am disposed to indulge the professors of Christianity in the church that road to heaven, which to them shall seem the most direct, plainest, easiest, and least liable to exception." And these, my friends, are by no means the words of some Bible-thumping conservative Christian, or even some non-Bible-thumping liberal Christian. For you see, and by all accounts, George Washington was a deist, which is not, by any definition I am personally aware of, a Christian. Our second president, John Adams, once wrote, "The divinity of Jesus has made a convenient cover for absurdity." Adams also once speculated, "This would be the best of all possible worlds if there were no religion in it." Thomas Jefferson, our third president, had this to say about Christianity's doctrine of the Trinity. "Ridicule is the only weapon which can be used against unintelligible propositions. Ideas must be distinct before reason can act upon them. And no man ever had a distinct idea of the Trinity. It is the mere abracadabra of the Montevegs, calling themselves the priest of Jesus." James Madison, our fourth president, once quite boldly stated, "During almost 15 centuries has a legal establishment of Christianity been on trial. What has been its fruits? More or less, in all places, pride and indolence in the clergy, ignorance and servility in the laity, in both superstition, bigotry, and persecution. In no instance have the churches been guardians of the liberties of the people." Clearly, the preceding statements by four of our most important founding fathers could not be used in any way to prove the misbegotten notion that the United States is a Christian nation. Quite to the contrary, it would seem to me. These statements only bolster the very truth of the matter, that the United States of America is not a Christian nation. Never was, is not now, and hopefully never will be. No, the United States of America is, rather, a nation that gives people of every religion, race, color, and creed a place to freely dwell in, a wondrous and plentiful land to live, to work, to play in, and enjoy. It favors not the believer over the non-believer, and it respects no man, woman, or child over another. And to be born or naturalized a U.S. citizen is to inherit the gift of liberty, won by the blood of patriots, and preserved by the sound principles of reason, justice, and law that our founding fathers bestowed upon us all those many, many years ago. And for this, we should all be truly thankful to God, or Goddess, or Providence, or the intelligent and ever so benevolent universe, or to just plain old good luck. In any event, may happiness, good fortune, and prosperity find you wherever you may find yourself. Good day.